Nelson, alcoholic, addict, and a whole lot of other things. That is not my real name, though. It's a pen name that I use here at LOL Sober. I read a tweet the other day from a sober person that made me smile. And then I looked at it again, and it made me laugh. And then I read it a third time, and it really made me laugh. And now I can't stop thinking about it. It is such a simple thought, yet so profound and so true. So here goes. The tweet was, "The worst part of being sober is knowing what's going on." I found it funny for multiple reasons. One is just the literal meaning of the worst part of being sober is knowing what's going on. Like, yes, when I got sober, I finally knew when my kids needed to be places and when the actual deadline for work projects was and how much money was in my savings account. When I was drinking, not so much. I buried my head in the sand like every day with drugs and alcohol. And I can't even imagine. That must have been such a nightmare for people dealing with me and relying upon me. The second part of that tweet that I find funny is how true it is that knowing what's going on can be painful. You know, there's days I don't want to know what's going on. There's a reason I was numbing out every day to avoid being an adult, because being an adult sucks sometimes. You know, it can be tough. One of the fundamental slogans of sobriety is life on life's terms, which is, that's basically a direct answer to that tweet, you know, life on life's terms. The third thing that was funny to me about that tweet is that it's not like even though I've been sober for a while, it's not like I got over that feeling. I still have days where I don't want to know what's going on. I don't want to know that bill is due and that one of my kids has to go to Target to buy socks and the store closes in 11 minutes. Or any of the other bullshit that gets in the way of me doing whatever I want, whenever I want to do it. And I had a tough work week last week. Just a lot of stuff I had to hustle for a couple of days, really tiring and exhausting and mentally and physically. So I decided that this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I would throttle down and relax and take care of myself, go to the gym, sleep in, watch a bunch of TV, basically do the bare minimum. Well, it didn't quite work out that way. I had a car fail its emissions test, and I had multiple unexpected pickups that I had to do for my kids, and a leaky faucet that really needed to be fixed right away. And at the end, I was just like, how dare the universe bog me down with all this bullshit? You know, don't you know that this was my throttle down week, guys? Come on. And, you know, right about that point is when I thought about that tweet. And I remembered that if I don't roll with what's going on every day, I'm going to be miserable. You know, I want to know. I want to know what's going on with my family. I want to know what's going on with the world. I want to know what's going on with my cats. I want to know, you know. And it's impossible to plan out life where you know what's going on and then you decide what will happen next. Because when you plan things out, man, the whole plan never goes perfectly. It just doesn't happen. And I know that. And I don't even know why I try. It's so silly. And yet I'll probably try again tomorrow to be the master planner for the whole universe. And the good news is, like so many other things in sobriety, the more I laugh about it, the more it loses its power. So I owe a debt of gratitude to all the Twitter jokes about the worst part of sobriety being knowing what's going on, because I'm actually glad that I'm sober, and I'm glad that I know what's going on. So thanks for letting me share.